Life lesson with Amy Papa. Don't waste your time. After subscribing, click the notification bell so that you can get all our videos. Nyamishra Yenkoti.
If you are looking to monetize your handy skills in 2024 with little or no cash, here's how. Part 1. Pay attention. If you are a plumber, electrician, a painter, interior or POP designer, the simplest way to monetize your skills is not to open a shop and wait for people to call for your service. To make your skills generate a sustainable income, you must have regular customers that serve as your income backbone, and you can always count on them. But how do you do that? Here's how. Number 1, buy some working gears and proper tools and place your logo on the working gear to look like a professionally trained plumber or electrician. Sit down and think thoroughly about some common plumbing faults facing households often or electrical problems. Number 2, on one weekend, pay a visit to some households in your community. If anyone gives you attention, tell them you are a professional plumber or electrician and you are just doing a giveaway service today. Any plumbing or electrical faults they have, you will fix it for free, so that if they admire your service, they can place you a call on any day. You are giving them the chance to try you for free in order for you to also prove yourself to them. Try to be honest, sincere and genuine if anyone lets you into their house, and focus on the exact fault they show you without poking your nose around everywhere in their rooms and kitchens. Remember, people don't feel safe around strangers, even if they know that you live in the same community with them. 3, make sure you collate contacts of anyone who gives you attention, whether they allow you work for them or not. Create a WhatsApp group for them after gathering enough people, and name the WhatsApp group Premium Customers. You are making them feel like kings and queens, and people love it so much when you treat them well. Inform them politely on the group that henceforth, if anyone gets any fault and needs urgent fix, they should just post on the page with location and time, and you will be there in a matter of minutes. Again, when they do ask for your service, be sincere, honest, and willing to sacrifice your time and everything to attend to them. You've got to strategically win their hearts. This business technique provides your customers with easy access to your service, reliability, and urgent solutions to their household problems. And the faults they would have kept for months to avoid stress, they will be glad to call on you immediately. If you are diligent, smart, and honest with this strategy, you will build a whole business out of your skills, even without a shop. This is how you build a customer-based business with your handy skills, and this technique will provide a sustainable income for your skills while you keep looking for other customers. Before you say it's difficult to practice, think about how frustrating it will be to learn and master a skill and still be broke. You will then understand that it is not just enough to have a skill, but how to monetize the skills should be the focal point. Now tell me, what is the one reason stopping you from signing up for our face-to-face conference in Accra that comes off on 17th of February 2024? I will keep much information for that conference. Majority of African youth are very timid, dishonest, less confident, and lack critical analysis due to educational upbringing and cultural orientation. Listen carefully. You went through an educational system that compelled you to seek the approval or rejection of your teacher before going to pee. A natural call. Oh. You even had your teacher walk out of the classroom because a smart boy or girl in the class asked too many questions. That alone suppressed your curious mind and forced you to accept everything who can think. You were even tagged disrespectful if you ever disagreed with the teacher's view. You were forced to stay within your enclosed environment. No excursions, no visitations beyond your school walls, and no experience with any kind of life beyond just walking from the village to and fro the classroom. You are now an adult and you can't even question the system. You are now an adult teacher or nurse, but you can't walk confidently to your education office or the health directorate to defend yourself on allegations leveled against you, unless you pay someone to forgive you. You can't even defend your thoughts once a person in authority shuts you down. You only make sentimental argument without any information or critical analysis. Just the normal insult and outpouring of your heart. Look at how your leaders insult one another on TV shows and can never end any political conversation with critical analysis that produces results or solutions to the problems of our society without insulting themselves. Yes, that wasn't your fault. But now that you are an adult, before you can liberate yourself from this timidity, cluelessness, lack of self-confidence, and the lack of critical mindset, you must be radical and intentional about it. Get up one day and walk straight to the district assembly and seek a meeting with the district chief executive. Walk to the Ministry of Education, Energy, or even the Parliament House and seek a meeting with the minister or meet and greet some members of parliament. Let them reject and chase you out, but that experience alone will put you 10 times ahead of your peers by reducing your fears. Walk to the law court and listen to how cases are dealt with and have the chance to learn how justice is served in your country and get to know your rights and how to exercise them. If they chase you out, that experience alone will beat down 50% of your fears. I have had authorities shout at me in meetings and ask me to stop speaking more than my age and my brain. But that experience alone made me realize the power I had in my small brain. Myself and 2 other friends visited almost 5 embassies in Ghana in 2019 just to ask why many people get visa refusals and what could be done to avoid it. Yes, there's information on the internet, but we needed a face-to-face experience to level up. The moment you wake up and begin to question everything around you, you begin to know what really is and what is not. Once you begin to enter places you've never entered, even if you receive several rejections, you will see yourself gathering experience and courage, and your mindset will shift drastically. And you can't believe how your curiosity, confidence, and critical analysis of the issues around you would significantly shape your entire life within some few months. This is how you build a confidence beyond what some of us have. Now tell me, what are your reasons for not signing up for our face-to-face conference that comes off in Accra on the 17th of February 2024? I will keep much information for that conference. 2 types of investment that can secure your financial future are capital gain investment and cash flow investment. Listen carefully. Capital gain is an investment where your investment asset is sold out for more than its purchase price for commission or profit, while a cash flow investment is one that promises a periodic and reliable return on your investment and still remains as your property. What this means is that in capital gain investment, you need to sell out your investment asset or product to gain some profit. But in cash flow investment, you continue to own your asset or your investment property, while at the same time, it keeps bringing money into your account periodically and still appreciates in value. Let's say you were able to build a house for rental. Whatever money you would have earned monthly or yearly from that house will continue to flow into your account as far as tenants continue to stay in that house. And you will still be the owner of it. And that is cash flow investment. But if you bought some goods and sold them out for profit, you won't remain the owner of those goods after selling them for profit. And that is capital gain investment. So the clear difference is that in capital gain investment, you must sell out your investment products in order to make some gains. But in cash flow investment, you hold on to your investment asset and still gain continuous income from it. The question is, which one of them is better for a hustling young man or woman in our today's economy? Pay attention. Even though cash flow investment is what sustains wealth, I would rather put capital gain investment first before cash flow investment as a young hustler. Assuming I have saved about 50,000 Ghana cedis and planning to build a house for rental in order to gain cash flow, that's a good plan. But since 50,000 Ghana cedis cannot build a house now, I wouldn't buy a land with that money and get it stuck for years. I would rather buy, for example, livestock or farm products during bumper harvest or non-festive seasons. Hoard and rear them respectively and sell them out during festive and scarce seasons for some quick profit. I would then rewind this process seasonally till I'm able to grow my money. That way, I would be able to start my rental housing project from part of the profit I would have made from my capital gain investment, the livestock and farm products. I would then continue with that investment to sustain my income till my cash flow rental property is complete. So in effect, I'm using capital gain investment, the livestock and farm product business, to finance my cash flow investment, the rental housing property, step by step. So you see, the next time you plan to invest your money for the future, get to know what kind of investment that suits your financial situation. Don't rush and get to the things you cannot complete and might get you stuck forever. Knowing this alone can put you 10 times ahead of your peers in your financial life. And that is why I keep telling you guys that money making is a game. And if only you would put your ego and emotions aside to learn and understand the game, you might not become a millionaire, but certainly you wouldn't have to defend any political party for your ends meet. Assuming you met a philanthropist today who gave you just 3 minutes to describe your life goal with a complete plan for a full sponsorship, would you be able to quickly do that for them? Or you can explain. You see, majority of us are now aware that to earn a better life, you must create some value that attracts society to pay for it. But many young ones are confused and frustrated on what exactly they should do to create that value due to the hardship in the system. Some of you have even tried the same thing that worked for your colleagues, but you failed multiple times because you don't have any political connection and party identity. And you end up joining the public to complain, this country is not good, our leaders are not helping us, and no investors for our dreams. But let me tell you something, your country is working very well, but only for party people. Your country has investors, but only willing to invest in the lives of people with party identity. And probably your parents sat aloof, complaining the same way without any self-plan till they grew old and poor. And your case might not be different if you should continue those complaints. Look, I want to offer you 4 practical steps that will not only help you to build a self-plan, but totally change your way of life in a matter of months. Pay attention. Number 1, lock yourself home on one of the weekends and avoid any kind of event, no matter how important they mean to you. Nothing on this earth is more important than your life. Number 2, write down as many options as you can and figure out just one thing you really feel that if you achieved it in your life, it will mean the world to you. Number 3, list all the internal and external challenges preventing you from chasing that life-changing goal. The internal and external obstacles are those you can control and those you cannot control, respectively. Number 4, now that you know exactly what you want to achieve and all the internal and external challenges facing your dream, ask yourself, what alternative can you use to defeat those challenges? And if it demands you to work in a construction site to raise money to start pursuing that goal, stop complaining. Think as if there's no leader to help you. Put your certificate and experience aside and do exactly that for now. But if you try every means and you still don't find any alternative that can help you to overcome those challenges, look for any relevant person in your community and talk to them for ideas and suggestions. And if you can't find anyone to discuss with, don't hesitate to come to me for a free discussion, because I really want you to define life on your own terms before it's too late. What this process does is that it gives you a clear picture of how your dream really looks like, and the challenges become clearer than you ever thought. In the process of speaking to relevant people in your community, you might come across 1 or 2 people who believe in your ideas not your party colors. One person who believes in your future, not your party connection, and may want to support you to achieve those dreams. Because you now know exactly what you want to do, and even the challenges preventing you from reaching them. Not just sitting aloof and complaining about the system till you get old. You see, until you define your life purpose and the challenges facing it, you might be confused and frustrated in the system. And if you don't define your life, the system will define it for you. And you know what that means? For a system full of frustration and political favors to define your future. This video was partially inspired by Rita Gbenyo. Kindly find and follow her on Facebook for me. And I'll see you again another time.
Obi ke bibi tie bi fa bi to wasum fa bi bo bra fa bi